What is he?
Oh no, it's Ragiroth Enterprises!
I love to sing about the moon and the June and the springer. I love to sing about a sky of blue or a
Ragiroth
keyboard
Enterprises.
How's it going, everybody? Ragiroth Enterprises here. So now I know if it's not a Saturday video, it's usually a reaction video or a leak video. Well, this isn't kind of either. I kind of just thought it was some really cool news that I thought was worth sharing that was recently, I had an article about. There's an article from Famitsu that is talking more about the Libra of Souls mode in Soul Calibur 6, and it has some pretty interesting tidbits. Okay, so Libra of Souls, considered to be a behind-the-scenes mode focusing on another soul. Whether it's canon isn't clear. By the way, credit to Laser Guns on GameFAQs for, initially posting this and translating it. I think it was posted on Reddit as well. I think I heard of it saying on GameFAQs first. There are dialogue options, much like an RPG. This I did not expect. You can choose the weapons and parts of any character and modify your appearance at any time. There are cities on the map where you can buy items and weapons. You can have random encounters while traveling on the map. The more levels, the stronger you get, and you can also equip strong weapons and give either weapon EXP or weapon stats. Fight with special rules, like weaker heroes, stronger pushes, etc. The typical stuff that was in kind of a weapon master in modes like that in the past, which is pretty neat. They talk about choosing your height in regard to the creation freely. Maybe we'll have a slider rather than 4 or 5 heights. That'd be cool. Same goes for muscles. Modification from each part, like Soul Calibur 5, is still possible. That's good. They talk about 370 parts. They say types of parts, though. Ooh. Still different face paints, stickers, scars, emblems, etc. Still customizable. They talk about weapon creation, which is nothing but weapon customization like in Soul Calibur 5. So it's good they still have that. I mean, it'd be cool if you create your own weapon, but I would not expect that. That'd be crazy. Still extra parts like in Soul Calibur 5. I don't really know what that means. Still different frames, serious or funny ones. So I guess when you're taking a picture of your character when you make them. And then so here's maybe the biggest and craziest part of the interview. It says, and finally you can use VI-GERALT style for create a soul. So, people are maybe wondering, why is this such a big deal? Well, this is the first time that any of the Soul Calibur games that had guest characters and created characters of the 3 games let you use a fighting style that the guest character uses when you're creating a character. So this is pretty crazy. I'm definitely going to make Siri and well, I'll get back to you on that. But regardless, this is really cool. I'm assuming this is maybe because CD Projekt Red, the developers of the Witcher games, are maybe just a bit more laid back, and I guess just kind of really happy to work with Bandai Namco on this. So that's probably why they're kind of allowing Geralt's style for this. Now I guess the question remains if you can actually change how Geralt looks, or maybe change how his weapons look on the Create a Soul. I could maybe see them kind of drawing the line at that. I mean, it would kind of suck, but I feel this is definitely a huge win. So if you like his style, but maybe want to see, you kind of want to make your own character with it, you can now do that. And I'd like to say this increases the chances of Oswell's style being usable for Creating Soul 2. I mean, admittedly, it's for different reasons. Geralt's more of, copyright licensing issues, as well as just more of, boss status kind of issues. Though I think more of the issue, because we're basing it more so off, Owl Goal was in Soul Calibur 4 and 5, where you couldn't use his style. The thing is with Owl Goal, though, is the weapons actually came from his body, so I guess it would be it'd be harder to do it on a character you customize doing that. However, as well, all of his weapons, all the crazy things he summons, they're not part of him. They're all just kind of separate models, separated from him. So that probably increases the chances of it already, but I think this might help it more because they're not restricting any of the styles you can use. And it's if it's a matter of the boss form or the soul charge form, whatever it is, messing things up. I mean, the thing is, that would also mean that you couldn't use Killick or Grow's style either, because their soul charge changes their appearance as well. No pun intended. So So they might just give you a generic like soul charge for that or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure there's a workaround for that. But that's about it. I just wanted to kind of post this news. I thought it was really cool. I know I think me and Mark Yoon actually kind of did a video talking about if Geralt's style would be for create a soul, like kind of, earlier this year. And it's cool kind of seeing, I forget what our kind of consensus was. I think we were kind of leaning towards like, no, it's not going to happen. But I'm cool. It is really cool that this kind of wound up being, sort of wound up leaning in our favor, basically. So I think that's about it for this video. I just kind of wanted to share this news. You could check it out on Famitsu, or I think I could probably check it out on GameFAQs or Reddit. There should be something that's where I've seen it posted. And I was also concerned, like, well, this is in Japanese, so how do we know it's not mistranslations? There was one because I asked about that on GameFAQs. Someone said that they asked someone that knew Japanese, and they say it does say something about guest characters. So I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but is it saying, like, yes to guest characters or no to guest characters? And he says, unless they're messing with him, they're saying yes. So, and I feel like that would be a really silly, stupid thing to kind of troll about. Like, it's not like, Soul Calibur doesn't quite have the fan base that Smash Bros does with all, like, I guess the trolling and goofy and wacky things. So I think it's probably safe to say that that's legit. And people on Reddit even mentioned it as well. So it seems like it's definitely legit. It's not, mistranslations, because I know that has happened in the past where it's like, it sounds like we're getting this, but it's like, oh nope, it actually said this. Or things like that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you happy about this news? Are you gonna use Geralt's style to make any characters? Who are you gonna make? Is it gonna be original characters? And like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. It's a free country. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it if you like my other videos. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.